You are listening to Uranium Spotlight on Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. Brought to you by PurePoint Uranium Group, your exploration partner in Canada's Athabasca Basin. PurePoint has commenced a 5,000-meter drill program at Turner Lake, a project surrounded by extensive exploration from industry leaders and on trend with the highest uranium-grade deposit in the world. And now your host, Chris Frostad.
This week on Uranium Spotlight, we follow up on troubles at Orano's Imoruman mine in Niger. Sprott provides a uranium market update, Japan moves to construct new reactors, and Australia's Paladin acquires Canada's Fission Uranium. Last week, the uranium spot price moved down another $1.50 to close the week at $84 per pound U3O8, while the long-term price continued its steady rise, closing June $2 higher at $79 a pound. The uranium spot market experienced a quiet period with only 7 transactions reported, most occurring towards the end of the week. After the World Nuclear Fuel Market meetings in Atlanta, activity initially spiked, but quickly tempered as market participants awaited further cues. The week began slowly, with most traders on the sidelines, observing the market's direction and awaiting the outcome of a utility spot request. This resulted in a single transaction on Tuesday at a maintained price of $85.50 a pound. The lack of activity on Wednesday kept the spot price steady, but by Thursday, following the utility's decision on its 350,000-pound U3O8 request, offer prices began to soften, closing the day at $85 a pound. Friday saw a notable decline, with prices dropping to $84 a pound by the afternoon. A flurry of late deals, however, pushed prices slightly down to $83.50 a pound by day's end, marking a weekly decrease of $2 a pound and $7.25 for the month. The monthly average price for June adjusted to $85.54 a pound, reflecting a decrease of $5.84. In the term market, no new demand emerged last week, yet activity remained moderate, with a significant UF6 contract set for 2026. Several utilities are still active, reviewing offers for up to millions of pounds of U3O8, with delivery periods extending to the early 2030s. The term pricing demonstrated variability, influenced by factors like delivery timelines and quantities, with some near-term offers matching higher spot prices. The subdued yet strategic play in the markets reflects the cautious approach of participants amid evolving market dynamics and future delivery evaluations. In recent developments, Niger's junta has revoked Orano's mining permit for the Imoruman mine following concerns over the company's development plans. Orano had resumed mining activities in line with the junta's expectations, but the permit was still revoked despite Orano's compliance claims. The junta, in power since July last year, has been aligning closer with Russia's Rosatom, a state-owned corporation, distancing itself from previous ties with French entities like Orano. This shift also marks a departure from Western powers, including the United States, which withdrew military assets after the coup. Niger ranks as the world's 7th largest uranium supplier, providing 15% of France's uranium and 25% of the EU's supply last year. The Imoruman deposit alone holds approximately 400 million pounds of uranium, sufficient to meet the EU's needs for over a decade. Orano has expressed readiness to engage with Niger's government while reserving its right to challenge the permit revocation in national and international courts. Sprott Asset Management, specializing in uranium and mineral investments, has released a detailed report on the current state of the uranium market and mining industry. The report highlights several key findings. Sprott notes that the uranium price has stabilized between $85 and $95 per pound, following an 88% surge last year. This correction is viewed as a healthy adjustment within a bullish market cycle. Furthermore, the report indicates that uranium miners' stock prices have now caught up with the commodity price, a recovery from their lag behind uranium prices in previous periods. In terms of long-term contracting, the report reveals a significant shift. May saw the long-term contracting price for uranium reach $77 a pound, marking its highest point in 16 years. Contracts now offer more favorable terms, including higher ceilings and floors, which benefit miners seeking stable revenues amidst market fluctuations. Geopolitical tensions continue to pose risks to uranium supply. However, robust demand persists due to ongoing new reactor constructions and restarts. Sprott maintains a bullish outlook on the market, noting that while 2023 was transformative, 2024 has also seen positive developments. Analysts from Sprott interpret last year's price movement, which saw a steep upward trajectory in the latter half of the year, as part of a healthy market correction. While spot prices have stabilized, long-term contracting prices continue to climb steadily. This trend allows uranium miners to secure higher prices for future deliveries, contrasted with the spot price's current stability. Over the past 5 years, uranium markets have outperformed both the U3O8 spot price and the broader commodities market, with a remarkable 352% increase in stock prices. The report also delves into the recent Prohibiting Russian Uranium Imports Act, signed into law by President Joe Biden. This legislation aims to reduce U.S. dependence on Russian uranium imports and strengthen the domestic nuclear fuel cycle. Russia's significant role in uranium production, including 29% of global converted uranium and 44% of enrichment capacity, highlights the strategic implications of this move. Finally, the report suggests that the current stability in spot prices could present an attractive entry point for investors. Despite the pause in spot price gains, strong market fundamentals continue to support long-term optimism in the uranium sector. In recent developments, Japan, despite grappling with the aftermath of the Fukushima nuclear accident, remains committed to nuclear power as a key source of clean, reliable energy during the global energy transition. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries is advancing with its SRZ-1200 advanced reactor project, moving swiftly through initial stages with construction expected to commence following site selection and testing, slated to span approximately 10 years. Mitsubishi has strategically pivoted more of its operations toward the nuclear sector, including the manufacture of steam turbines for nuclear reactors. While public sentiment in Japan still shows some caution towards nuclear power post-Fukushima, the government's 2023 Green Transformation Plan underscores a dual strategy of maximizing both nuclear and renewable energy sources. This approach not only involves restarting Japan's idled reactors, but also includes plans for new reactor construction to replace aging infrastructure, marking a proactive step towards energy stability and security. Paladin Energy announced on Monday its acquisition of Fission Uranium Corp. In a deal valued at approximately $1.14 billion Canadian. This transaction, through a court-approved plan of arrangement, offers Fission shareholders 0.1076 Palladin shares per Fission share, representing premiums of 25.8% and 30% over recent trading averages. Upon completion, Fission shareholders will own 24% of Palladin, enhancing Palladin's market cap to about $3.5 billion US. The merger strengthens Palladin's position as a global uranium leader, with expanded operations in Canada, Namibia, and Australia, integrating Fission's high-grade Patterson Lake South project into its portfolio. The deal is expected to close in Q3 2024, pending regulatory approvals. And that wraps up your Uranium Spotlight coverage for this week. For more news and events from the world of uranium, please tune in next week to Uranium Spotlight.
You've been listening to Uranium Spotlight, your weekly podcast dedicated to delivering the latest news and events shaping the uranium fuel market and its critical role in the global energy landscape. Brought to you by PurePoint Uranium Group. PurePoint actively operates a portfolio of advanced uranium projects in the world's richest uranium district and has established partnerships with some of the largest uranium suppliers worldwide. While our passion for this subject is undeniable, it's essential to clarify that the information presented here is not investment advice. Instead, our goal is to offer an unbiased and comprehensive review of recent events that could impact uranium prices. Join us again next Tuesday for Uranium Spotlight.